Hi everyone, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. Thanks for joining me today. I have a fun fold card for you today using the Animal Expedition suite of products. So this is called a double easel card, and it may look complicated, it's not. This is just a regular card base, and then this Melon Mambo layer is acting as one of the layers and then also the other part of the easel. So I think this is fun because if you send this to someone, they can actually display this in their home, set it up like this. Super cute. So I will show you what we use to make this card. First of all, the animal outing stamp set. Lots of cute images and fun sentiments. I've enjoyed using this stamp set. Then we are also going to use the Animal Expedition Designer Series paper. It is super cute. Fun images, fun graphics, the colors are just awesome. I did want to show you on the back of your Designer Series paper package, it does show you the colors that are in the Designer Series paper, so that is a nice way to know what colors to pull out, how to design your card, make your card bases, make your layers. And that's something that I didn't know for a little while after I joined Stampin' Up, so that's very helpful when you're trying to design your card. So first we have our basic gray layer, and it is 4 1/4 by 11 and then just scored at 5 1/2 there in the middle. And then for inside, whenever I use a dark card base, I'll put a piece of Whisper White or Very Vanilla, and I usually just cut that as at a 1/4 inch smaller. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and it'll just go right inside. And actually, we can go ahead and do that right quick. I tend to use the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue these days. That seems to be my adhesive of choice when I'm putting cards together. It's nice because it gives me a little bit of time to get it where I want it. Sorry, I'm at a little bit of a difficult angle with my light and camera, but it gives you a little bit of time to wiggle it into place. It's a little bit forgiving. So that's one of the tips I will tell you with that glue, though, is you want to use it sparingly. Okay, our next layer is Melon Mambo, and it's cut at 4 by 10 1/4, and then it is scored at 5 and 2 1/2 inches. So you've got this just folded in half, and then this piece folded back on itself, so that helps to make that easel. And again, we can just go ahead and glue that on. I need to pull this a little bit closer to me, I'm sorry. I'll try to get it straight. It looks okay. It'll be okay. So then the next thing that I have is a piece of the Designer Series paper, and it is cut at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And like I said, this is the Designer Series paper, so we're going to be using the gray side, but on the other side is the hippos. And when I taught this in a in-person class, some of the people did decide to flip this over. This is going to go right down in here, but I'm going to use the gray side, like I said. Put some glue. I love this paper. It is so cute. Perfect for little kids if you have birthday parties. You just want to send a little kid a card. This would be really cute with school back in session. Be really cute, like for a little lunchbox note, to use this paper because it is very cute. Okay. So part of the reason that I use the designer series paper, that I use the Melon Mambo, was because there's these cute little butterflies on the hippo's nose, and so that helped me bring that out a little bit. So then you have 2 of these pieces that are 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, and again it's the designer series paper, the same one that we used earlier, and we're just layering onto our Melon Mambo. This glue does dry fairly quickly too. Gives you a little bit of time to move it, but then you're not going to have to worry about your card coming apart because it's a good glue. And again, I'm at kind of an awkward angle, so that may not be completely straight. It's not. I'm sorry if I'm heading out of the camera. Okay. So see how easy that is? You could actually use little scraps of designer series paper too. A lot of times we end up with pieces when we cut our larger layers, so this would be cute to do something like that with. So the next thing we're going to do, I've got some circles, scallop, and then basic gray. So this is the pool party, which again is part of the designer series paper, and I really like to use the stitch shapes, the circle for this, because especially when I'm using something for kids, it just kind of adds a little bit of a whimsical touch, and I like to use those. It's probably one of my favorite framelits that I own. I'm just going to ink up this stamp. Says Wild About You. I may actually put it on here just so I can see it a little bit better. Okay. Let me see if I can get this lined up. Pretty good. So then we just layer that. Yeah, I did just glue that down. Onto the pool party, and you know that's off just a little bit, but again I think it's okay. It adds a little bit of whimsy, and actually what I did was put just a tiny bit of glue here, and I offset mine a little bit. I know when we did it in class some people wanted theirs centered. There's a better way to do this. I just kind of forgot to put this part on, so it would really be better to do that before you put your circles. Move it over just a tiny bit. So like I said, some people wanted to center it. I just put mine over to the side, but you could do it however you want to. Go. And then the only other thing that we have to add is this tiny, tiny little wooden element, this heart. I'll add it with the glue dot that I kind of scrunch up. Give me just a second. I'll just kind of take it and scrunch it up with my nail. That glue dot up. You could really put it wherever. I kind of stamped over to that side, to that right side, so I'll put it on the left. And I'll show you these little elements. I've got them just in a Ziploc bag. There are some cute little leaves. Oops. Some vines. This would be fun on a border. And then there are the little hearts that we used. So those are just something fun to add a little bit to your project. So I hope that you enjoy learning how to do this double easel card. And thanks for coming by, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.